Hello everyone, Dom here. How you doing? Back with another late night weekly news roundup stream. I don't know what to call these streams. What shall I call them? Shall I call them news of the week? I'm still trying to get all the overlays sorted. Let's bring up the chat here so I can see people. We've got 3 people in, which is good. Last time we had like 10 to 12, which is even better. So we'll see how we get on. Do you know what? I should have done this stream at 9 o'clock today, and it was a pain in the neck because I lost the file. The XSplit file that I was using last week is gone, so I had to create the overlays and things again. They're not really overlays; it's just a bunch of text and stuff. I'm just checking I've got my sound. Let me know if you can hear me. Okay. Yep. Okay. So it should be okay. I'm back. I'm going to talk through some of the news stories of the week, UK League of Legends stuff, broader League of Legends stories, all the esports news. This has been a really busy week this week, to be honest. The list of news I've got this week is pretty long. So we'll see how we get on. Just making sure this is all okay. Okay. So and let me know as well in the chat, is there a particular story you want to talk about as well? Because I have a list of stories. I'm not going to see every single story out there in the esports world or the UK esports world. So if there's something you think, Dom, I'd like to get your opinion on this. What do you think about that? Or why haven't you written about this yet? Let me know. It's always happy to hear from you. We had quite a lively chat last time, but maybe I'll do Thursday nights rather than Friday nights, right? Do people want to watch streams on a Friday night? I'm not sure, but anyway, without further ado, let's jump in. I've got a bunch of stories this week, loads of UK League of Legends roster rumours, moves, team moves and so on. This story, we'll start off with some wider news and news from publishers as well. This is from the Arsenal owners, Kroenke, what they're called here, Kroenke Sports and Entertainment. I always think it's Kroenke Esports and Entertainment. It isn't. They own Arsenal Football Club, the club I follow, and this was just a few hours ago today. They've launched a new esports brand, which is going to be like alongside their current franchise teams, the LA Guerrillas and LA Gladiators as well, which I think is in the Call of Duty League and the Overwatch League. So this new brand is called The Guard, and it's a new home for esports and gaming in Los Angeles and beyond. I won't play this whole thing here. You don't need the sound, but the logo looks pretty cool. The Guard. As an Arsenal fan, I'm not convinced by Kroenke's. They have a lot of sports brands and now esports brands, and they throw money at them. For me, they haven't given the care and attention to Arsenal as an Arsenal fan that I've seen over the years, but maybe I'm wrong when it comes to esports. I don't follow Overwatch esports particularly closely, so it'd be interesting to hear your views. But there you go. Look, you'll see the Guard, the LA Gladiators and LA Guerrillas is sort of within this Guard brand, and of course the Guard is going to be a Valorant team as well. So that's the news. They're sort of moving into Valorant. I think this was rumoured a few weeks ago, and now it's been sort of officially confirmed. So yeah, that's that. I mean, nothing massively. I mean, it's reasonably interesting because it's the Arsenal owners, So Pixel Crystal 96. Thank you for following. We're going to be going through the news of the week. This is news from today. Vanguard has just launched, and reviews seem to be mixed to good. So this is on PC Gamer. Oh, sorry, I should say that the previous article was on Dexerto. I'm going to try and credit each source this week because I didn't do that last week, so I'm going to try and do that this week. Vanguard's launched. Reviewers are saying the multiplayer is good, the single player isn't that good. To be honest, that's been the case for Call of Duty, hasn't it? Over the years, the single player is kind of small and not amazing. Although IGN said it was a highly polished campaign. So that's out today. Are you guys playing it? I don't know why my phone keeps turning off. This is really annoying. I want to check the stream, check the chat with you all. I'm not a Call of Duty person, to be honest, so I won't be playing it. But I know a few of you are. I know Odie, who's been on these streams for a bit, has played it and streams it quite a bit. Vanguard, and then this, I saw this earlier today. Call of Duty Vanguard bug sees players spawn behind enemy lines. It's somehow so bad it doesn't even make me mad. I just laugh. So there's gonna be bugs, right? There's gonna be things wrong with such a new game. User Bomber League shared a video that sees their whole team taken out by an enemy player who spawned behind them, and apparently, according to the comments, it's a pretty regular bug. So this was pretty fun. I haven't watched this video here. Let's have a watch of this video. Right, so it's literally... look, he's spawning behind the team. And just shooting them, yes. Okay. It seems that the bug is worse depending on which pace setting players have selected. Okay, cool. Right, next up. And this is a theme with Activision Blizzard, because there's a bunch of news from Activision Blizzard this week. Overwatch 2's been delayed, again, with no release date in sight. Diablo 4 has as well. Obviously, that doesn't have an esports element to it. But Overwatch 2 is having a risk of a bit of a sort of dogged development cycle. This is on TheVerge.com. There's no release date in sight. Activision said, while we're still planning to deliver a substantial amount of content from Blizzard next year, we're now planning for a later launch for Overwatch 2 and Diablo 4 than originally envisaged. I've seen some reports out there saying, is this game even going to come out next year? Right, both games will likely not release until 2023. They've announced, so I saw other people tweeting about saying it was a whole PR move anyway, announcing Overwatch 2. Sir of Sir. Hello, Sir of Sir. Thanks for joining. I was messaging you earlier. Activision stocks plummeted because of this too. Yeah, absolutely. I saw that. And do you know what? I forgot to link to that article, but you're right. I have seen stocks have gone down. Some said it was like I can't remember what it was, 12-year low. And that was incorrect, but they have dropped. To be honest, I'm surprised they didn't drop even quicker. Following the harassment scandal and other bits they've been through this year. Oh, by the way, I do apologise if I have a nasally voice. I've had a bit of a cold. I don't have COVID or anything, but yeah, I've had a cold this week, and all the kids have had it as well. And I'm starting to get a little bit better now, so fingers crossed I'll be okay for the weekend. And Blizzard morale's taken a hit following the co-leader's surprise resignation. So again, not esports, but you know, Activision Blizzard have a bunch of esports, the COD League, Overwatch League, Hearthstone and so on. And this person, the co-leader, I think, let's see who it is here. Jen O'Neill. I think she only joined a few months ago, right? They announced two new sort of co-leaders. A message from Jen O'Neill. I've listened to stories from people all over Blizzard and been inspired by their courage and conviction. I've been thinking about the potential of what I can do as an individual to create the most meaningful change. So this is quite a long letter here. Yeah, there we go. So I've made the decision to step away. Effective immediately, Mike Ibarra will lead Blizzard. I'm not doing this because I'm without hope for Blizzard. The opposite. I'm inspired by everyone here. The energy has inspired me to step out and explore how I can do more to have games and diversity intersect and hopefully make a broader industry impact that will benefit Blizzard and other studios as well. While I'm not totally sure what that form will take, I'm excited to embark on a new journey to find out. Yeah, only been in the role 3 months. Exactly. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, isn't it? To be honest. Who was it? The other chap, I should know his name really. I'm thinking Mike Morhaime, but he left a few years ago. I can't think of his name now. The dude with long hair. I should know it. Is I know it. If someone tells me it, I'll remember. But when J. Allen Brack, right, when he left a few months ago, she stepped in alongside this other guy, Mike Ibarra. She's probably realised this role. Maybe it's not for her. You know, because you've got to toe the line, haven't you? And you've got to keep the shareholders happy and whatever else. And if she's very pro diversity and it's not so much about that other business stuff, then I don't blame her for leaving. But yeah, 3 years doesn't bode well for Activision at all. This is an article on gamesindustry.biz by one of my good old friends, James Batchelor. I used to be colleagues with James on MCV, Video Game Trade Weekly, years ago. I used to annoy him. So, yeah, sorry, James, for all the grievances. We used to car share together, two journalists in a car at a stressful magazine, and I used to annoy him with my bad puns. Fortnite, China shutting down after 3 years. To be honest, I didn't know there was a China-only version for Fortnite. I didn't know about this until I read this story. This was on Monday. Known by a local name that translates as Fortress Night. I kind of like that. I kind of like that name, Fortress Night, compared to Fortnite. The game has now been referred to as a test, despite running for 3 years. It will no longer allow new user registrations or downloads of its launch of today. Doesn't look like there's a reason, does there? Games industry has reached out to Epic and Tencent for more info. Yeah, there's no word on why it's been shut down, but the announcement has been made in the wake of a major crackdown on online games by the Chinese government. Yeah, where they put, if you don't know, they put restrictions in for players under 18 years old to 3 hours per week, and introduced monthly spending caps, and they banned children live streaming game sessions and so on like that. So, yeah, I found that pretty interesting. We've got some other news coming up with Epic and Riot as well. Partnership between the two, really cool and sort of unexpected, to be honest. Speaking of Riot, this is on Esports. Twitch and Riot investigating money laundering scandal. I don't know if you saw this. I don't cover Valorant global news that much. I tend to focus mainly on UK. But yeah, there's been a money laundering scandal happening. People using Twitch bits to launder money. Really, yeah, just unusual kind of thing. Lex H11, thank you for following. Appreciate it. I haven't been doing many streams, to be honest. I want to do more. I've got 3 young kids, so I don't always get much time. If I didn't have, I'd be doing more streams, every other day. But I'm going to do weekly news streams, just talking through some of the stories of the week and offering my input and just having a chat with you guys as well. We had quite a lot of good people in the chat. Let me know what you think as I'm going through these stories, by the way, as well. I'm always keen to know what people think. Obviously, my niche is UK esports, but I'm going to talk about some other bits and bits as well. There we go, yeah. Jake Lucky, the esports journalist, said a massive Twitch scandal is ongoing in the Turkish scene involving dozens of esports players and streamers money laundering through bit donations. After Twitch's massive payout leak, people noticed several smaller streamers making absurd amounts of money from bits. The scammers are also hacking Twitch accounts to donate bits to streamers. So yeah, it's been pretty crazy. Like I say, Twitch and Riot are looking into it. And I will actually credit Upcomer here, because Upcomer, I think, jumped on this story first and covered this pretty extensively. Turkish Valorant player shares experience regarding Twitch money laundering scam. And this was written by Yinsu Collins. Shout out to Yinsu. I interviewed her the other week. You can check out our World Esports Day stream from the other weekend, where we interviewed a bunch of personalities in UK esports just about their esports memories. And Yinsu's chat was really good. I need to upload that to YouTube, actually. She spoke about sort of toxicity in games, being an esports journalist, being a Valorant host, and so on. Yeah, so she's put here, one player has shared their experience under the condition of anonymity for fear of retaliation. According to the player's story, someone who went by the Discord username Koju donated some bits to the player and then reached out to them privately. Koju then described how he could allegedly legally make money through farming bits via multiple computers watching ads on Twitch. He would then donate those bits to the player, and the player would give Koju a cut of the money. Yeah, I've seen this. This is not the first time I've heard of this sort of scam that people try and do on Twitch. And unfortunately, this Valorant player bought into it. And the player said, he effed all our careers and he's just gone. He vanished, deleted his account and deleted some messages he sent to people. I don't know where he is. So, yeah, it's not a good situation, is it? But we'll see what Twitch and Riot, if they're able to clamp down on this stuff. At least this has got more visibility now, so hopefully they can clamp down on it. League of Legends spicy roster announcements and roster rumours that I promised you in my tweet. If there's anyone in the chat a fan of League of Legends, I hope this is interesting to you. I'll share some of my views. Please share some of your views. Always interested to hear what you think. Hans Sammer and Bjergsen will round out the Team Liquid 2022 roster. So there was a lot of people this week talking about the fact that EU League of Legends LEC is losing some talent to NA. Last year, of course, Perks left and joined Cloud9. And he looks like he's moving back to Europe now. But anyway, the fact that Hans Sammer is moving there. I mean, Bjergsen's been in NA for a while, but is European. I think some people were hoping that he may have moved back to Europe. Liquid is looking crazy strong now. Yeah, it is. I was going to put in my tweet, but I don't think it could fit. They're talking about the Team Liquid and Vitality super teams, right? They're both sort of super teams, aren't they? And here we go, courtesy of Travis Gafford. This article's on esports.com, by the way, but Travis Gafford broke this story. Team Liquid have decided on their roster and plan to field Bwipo, of course, joining from Fnatic in the LEC, Santorin, Bjergsen, Hans Sammer from Rogue, and Core JJ. Core is said to be eligible via green card for next year. So, yeah, I won't play the video from Travis, but you can check that out. So, yeah, I think they are going to be very strong, but in a way, it's a shame in a way because Alfari's leaving them. Right, this adds to last week's news that Alfari is going to be apparently leaving Team Liquid to join Vitality, which we'll come on to in a minute. I would have liked to have seen Alfari with some of these players, so in a way, I'm a little bit gutted. Alfari, of course, being the only sort of UK player, I think, at Worlds. And I think he was the only UK player in the LCS as well. So that's that. And then Vitality, then this super team they're putting together. This just broke. Oh no, sorry. This was earlier today. Mad Lions ADC Kazi has reached a verbal agreement for a 3-year deal with Team Vitality. So yeah, Mad Lions fans won't be very happy about that, but I think League of Legends Europe fans in general will be excited about this because Vitality are putting together this super team apparently with Perks and Alfari and so on. So yeah, there we go. Alfari, Perks, and Self-Made will be sticking around as well. So that's a very good lineup. I am excited to see. I think Vitality, to be honest, they made moves, didn't they? Last split or whenever it was 2 seasons ago, it looked like they were going to do a lot better than they have done, but they didn't do that well. I think they started off okay, and then they went to pot. Do you know how it works with Soren, seeing as he has a stake in TSM? Any restrictions yet? No, I'm not fully sure. Sir of Sir, I have to say I don't follow the LCS that closely. To be honest, like I'm talking about global news. Maybe this news roundup that I do just focuses on UK news because that is my specialty. But no, I'm not super in the know with LCS and stuff like that. I'm hoping to grow the team and get funding. If I can do that early next year, then I'll be able to have more time to deep dive into this kind of stuff and grow the team because I'm basically a one-man band with a few volunteers at the moment. So yeah, there we go. I've already spoken about this. Perks and Alfari will play in Vitality next season. And then other rumours and bits and pieces. This is on Esports. G2 are set to sign former Mad Lions Madrid bot laner Flacked. And they're also going to sign, apparently, Targamas from Carmine Corp, who are the leading team in the French LFL and have won the EU Masters twice this year. So G2 are looking to make changes to their bot lane. Of course, this probably means Reckless. Well, we know Reckless is on the way out. We'll come on to that now as well. G2 owner Carlos Ocelot says Reckless's buyout is set at €1 million. And where is he going to go? Where is Reckless going to go? He's been linked with a few places. I think there's a lot of players are still sort of making their minds up as to and in talks with various teams at the moment. I'm not sure where Reckless is going to end up. But yeah, I mean, could Mad Lions nab him? I wonder if although actually that probably would have been in this story, right? If they want Flacked, it could have been part of a swap deal, and then Mad would probably have to pay them something as well, because Flacked is the academy ADC, right, at Mad Lions. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens there. It's a shame for Reckless. I was saying to Megalodontus, a freelancer who writes for Esports News UK, that I'm gutted for Reckless. It just didn't settle. It didn't settle at G2, did it? It didn't work out for him. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. And then we're coming to some UK news now. Some of the stories I've written on Esports News UK over the past week. Matty, right? There's all these players are getting spoken about. These big players, and Matty is really flying under the radar. He's a British ADC player for Carmine Corp, the French side. He's won 2 EU Masters this year. He's very consistent. I understand he's in talks with other teams at the moment, and he may join an LEC team, but it's very much up in the air at the moment. So he's in talks with teams at the moment. No one's really written about this except me from what I've seen. So I did a nice little article on this yesterday. Kind of an opinion piece, really, about how he's ready to take the next level. Yeah, and I've mentioned some of his stats as well. Like, let's have a look at, see if you can see this here. Yeah, there you go. You can see like his win percentage, his KDA is good, his kill participation is on par, like, or better than some of the players in the LEC. Okay, he's not playing at the LEC level, but the stats don't lie. And if you look at my article here, he's very consistent. He's very consistent. This is over the past year and a half. He's won the EU Masters twice, like I was saying. He's won the LFL, finished runner-up in the LFL. He's won the NLC, the UK and Ireland and Nordics tournament. He's very consistent. Yes, he's got good players on those teams as well, Fnatic Rising and Carmine Corp, but he's solid, and he has like a sort of low number of deaths as well. Let me have a look here. I think there was another site. I think I may have forgotten to link to it. But there we go. His number of deaths are also generally low as per goal.gg. So you might not be able to see this. Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, you can see that pretty well. So yeah, these are different champions he's played and his most recent 200 games, and the scorelines are pretty good, to be fair. So he's very good with Ezreal and Varus. If he does get in the LEC, possibly Ezreal will be banned, Ezreal or Varus. And okay, so talking of like ADCs, we were talking about Mad Lions, weren't we? Losing both of their bot laners. I mean, could he join Mad Lions? I mean, even as an academy, he might not want to go to another academy team. He's been in an academy team. He's been at Carmine now. He's ready to step up to the next level. So we will see. We shall see. Nudo, thank you for following. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. So this is a nice bit of news this week, talking about Lions. Their coaching team have renewed their contracts, and I wrote a story on this because Mac is from the UK. Sordykins, thank you for following. Cool name. Mac is from the UK. He's done very well at Mad Lions as head coach. We've interviewed him a few times, and also Pad as well is from the UK League of Legends scene. Worked with M&M Gaming. I mean, they've been so successful this year, haven't they? Mad Lions winning 2 LECs and getting to the quarterfinals at Worlds. They've done very well. So yeah, contract extension. The coaches are having their contracts renewed through to November 2023, while Cass has his renewed through November 2022, so he's got a 1-year extension. All the others have got 2. Cass is a strategic coach. Aggie is head of analyst, and Pad, like I was saying, is head of player development now. He was assistant coach, but his new role, they were talking about Pad's new role here, is transition from assistant coach to head of player development. Beyond his work for the LEC team, Pad will also be responsible for long-term player development across the entire League of Legends department, including the academy team. So he's going to be doing more stuff now. And he said, "Thanks for trusting me back. I'm so effing happy." Happy to extend with Mad Lions and our incredible support staff and players. And Max said some nice things as well. Our wonderful, wonderful coaching staff have all renewed their contracts. Looking forward to many more years and happy memories together. Hello to new people that have joined the stream. And speaking of Mad Lions, this was an interesting little bit of news. Again, sometimes there's a lot of news flying around and I don't get time to write it all, or it's not super relevant to the UK, or there's other big stories going on. This is something I wanted to talk about. This is Mad Lions' parent company, Overactive Media. Now, they announced they're going to be launching an esports stadium in Toronto. They announced that earlier this year. And this is set to open in 2025. So we're way off yet, 3-4 years. So today we're embracing an exciting vision of the future by approving Overactive Media's plan and secured lease terms, said Exhibition Place board chair and councillor Mark Grimes. The 7,000-seat venue is designed to be a destination at its core, plans to host more than 200 events a year, and will provide a home for the city's 2 professional esports teams, Toronto Ultra of the COD League and Toronto Defiant of the Overwatch League. Be interested to see how many people they pull in, because a big stadium like this, I mean, okay, 7,000 seats is not massive, is it, compared to football, but it's still pretty good. So we'll see. I mean, it should pull people from the surrounding areas and different parts of Canada, right, to attend this. So I think it looks cool. I don't know about that roof there. So imagine 10 years ago hearing, yeah, we're going to build a stadium for esports. You'd laugh at them. I know, and it makes me feel old, honestly, because 10 years ago, where were we 10 years ago? 2011. I was working at MCV, that trade publication for the games industry, and esports was not a buzzword back then. Absolutely not. No. SOTR MXX thoughts on X7. Hello, I'm going to come on to that in a second. Good timing. What good timing. You're right on time here, unless you've been waiting around, and if you've been waiting around, I can only apologise because I can only get through as much as I can. We're about halfway through the stream now. So X7, an esports organisation out of the Isle of Man. If you don't know what the Isle of Man is, it's a little island here. I think not technically part of the UK. I think it's technically its own country, but a lot of the rules and this, that and the other from the UK apply there. I think it's, to be honest, I don't know the intricacies. I should know the intricacies a little bit more. But yeah, they received funding earlier this year from the Isle of Man government, and now they've just acquired Absolved, a UK organisation that's performed solidly in the NLC, UK Ireland Nordics League of Legends tournament, Telia Masters and Telia Esports Series Denmark in recent years. Now this news comes after X7 bought Bulldog as well. So Bulldog Esports is another UK esports organisation, and I wrote an opinion piece on this because this is kind of unheard of, right? You don't really get many UK esports orgs buying not one but 2 fellow UK orgs, or orgs in the UK scene, in the space of a few months. So yeah, I was pretty impressed with this. X7 said they will use this opportunity to continue investing into the UK and Northern Europe ERL, European Regional League, as well as branching into new esports, which we've had our eyes on for a while. So I've sort of guessed there that they may go into Valorant or Rocket League or something like that. We've seen UK teams doing well with in Rocket League. Hi Rav, I've been summoned. Hello, hi Rav, how are you doing? I should get you on and have a chat with you. To be honest, I have like a list of prospective interviewees, and I'm pretty sure X7 are on there. Um, it's just getting the blooming time. I'm talking to someone at the moment, an esports broadcast person, who's going to be doing overlays for us, going to be helping us with the streams, and once those overlays are done and we've got some nice titles, they're going to be doing the productions for the streams. It's going to look really good. And when that's done, I will get some Nudo. I've been summoned. Yes, I will get. Welcome to the stream and congrats on the deal. I'm really looking forward to seeing what you guys do. Yeah, once that's all sorted, hopefully over the next month or so, I will definitely invite you on for an interview. And if I don't by the end of the year, then bug me, because I'd love to talk to you guys. So yeah, and I wrote in this opinion piece, it's a time of change, the most change we've seen in UK League of Legends for some time. And I feel like, the big are getting bigger. It's going to be harder for the smaller organisations to have a big impact in UK esports when you've got these guys, snapping up other orgs, investing, doing big things. I'll be interested to see how things change. I'm just going to bring up the X7 website here as well. Here we go. Okay, so Josh can get this is an article on there, the X7 website, where they made the announcement. And obviously they've acquired Absolve because they've been impressed with their flawless 11-0 performance during the NLC Division 1 qualifier. I've been really gutted none of these qualifiers have been streamed, by the way. It's been very hard for me to follow as a journalist. I'm sort of just letting it run. Although I do have, good news, I've got an interview coming up with NLC, with Freaks for You. So I reached out to them when they were announced that they'd be taking over tournament organising duties, and from DreamHack, and now they've got back to me saying, happy to do an interview, Dom. So I'm looking forward to that, because I think people in the scene want to get to know them a bit more. Hasn't been the best of starts with the change in format and big changes. That'd be great. Hi Rav, it'd be really good to get you on. I want to do more and more interviews if I can in the future. And there's just some good quotes. Nudo, who's in the stream at the moment, there's a quote here: Absolve has taken big steps with its league division since its inception. We reached our goal of qualifying for the NLC, which was a great achievement and something we've worked so hard for in order to accomplish. X7 provided a great opportunity for us to join forces alongside a like-minded organisation with huge plans to develop in league, as well as branching into other esports titles and the wider aspects of game and entertainment. So congrats again, TJ, for joining X7, and I look forward to seeing what those other esports you move into. As always, send me press releases and things, or give me a buzz, give me a nudge when you announce news, because I'm always happy to share and spread the word and do articles and things on Esports News UK. So TJ has become the new Chief Operating Officer, not CEO, which I incorrectly put in my article at the time, which I was corrected. Sir, are you planning on attending DreamHack, Dom? No, I have to be honest. I would be flying around the place attending events a few years ago. Now that I have 3 kids, they were 3 young kids, and with the COVID stuff, I just don't do many events. Saying that, I am going to be at ESI London next Monday and Tuesday. So if anyone's around Monday and Tuesday, you're going to ESI London, give me a shout. I'll be there with the Esports News UK Head of Partnerships, Sarah. So it'd be good to network and for her to learn more about the esports industry, because she's a great partnerships and salesperson, and she needs to increase her knowledge of esports now. She leaves the content to me. She sorts all the ads out on the site, basically. So let me know if you're there. Are you attending DreamHack, Sir? I don't actually know when the next DreamHack is, to be honest. I don't know when the next one is. So congrats to the guys. I mean, I don't really have much more to add other than most of my views are in this opinion piece. You can go check it out. You can go read my opinion piece if you'd like. Give X7 a follow on Twitter. I described them as X7 as a bull charging through the scene, a Minotaur like Alistar, the League of Legends champion, smashing some orgs aside or taking others along with them for the ride. and they clearly want to take a leading position in UK, Ireland, Nordics, League of Legends and other esports and have serious goals for the future. So good luck to X7. Does anyone else have any other views on UK League of Legends? Please let me know in the chat. We're considering sending some heads to ESI and I will be attending DreamHack. Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, well, great. Well, let me know. If anyone attends ESI, please drop me a DM, Sir, and I will. It'll be great to say hi to you guys. And I should, while you've kindly joined the stream, I should give you guys a shout out as well. My God, I've done so much news this week. Things have fallen off the front page. 1 second. There we go. Monday. London company eBlitz hopes to reduce in-game toxicity with new matchmaking service. So, Sir, you're from eBlitz, right? Unless I've got that completely wrong. And my brain is failing me. But yeah, this seemed like a pretty interesting app, to be honest. Good luck with it. You sort of pair people up with, like-minded players and of a similar ability level. There's a few other these matchmaking services, but I don't think any have an app like you've got. And it'd be interesting if you do move into League of Legends. That's very much our world. I am indeed. Yeah, I got that right. I'm glad. I'm glad. So yeah, this is very interesting. And happy to write the article. Sorry it took me so long. I'm sorry. I have a news list where some things just get buried and it's hard to get onto. But I woke up on Monday. I was like, I'm going to do this. It's been on my list for too long. So that should get picked up nice on Google. And it's good. You guys are based in the UK, so there's a good angle there for us at Esports News UK. This is the thing that everyone's talking about. Trajan CJ said, avoiding toxicity in League of Legends sounds like God's work to me. Lol. Yes, and Trajan, check out Esports News UK. I might do an article after this stream in the next hour or two. There's been some news. I wasn't going to cover it on this, but I'll talk about it briefly. Where Riot have put in the public beta, the PBE, the ability for players to make their profiles private so that your match history, your results, your stats are hidden from other players. So that means you won't appear on OpGG and stuff like that. However, I've been told, this is breaking news, I haven't seen any journalists cover this yet, I've been told that was done by error by Riot, and I have reached out to Riot to check with them, but the sources I've heard this from, I trust massively. So I don't know what's happened there. I don't know if this change has gone out on purpose, like by accident, or if Riot did it to gauge the community reaction, which they probably do sometimes with the public beta, like because they removed all chat, didn't they? They're going to be removing all chat from the PBE and stuff like that, which a lot of people were disappointed with. So yeah, I'll hopefully write that up. But anyway, I'm digressing. Everyone's talking about this at the moment. Arcane. I'm looking forward to watching it. Are you guys looking forward to watching it? Are you some people like to play games and watch esports, and they don't like the lore and the canon and the characters and other bits and pieces. But I'm looking forward to it, particularly because I used to be a Vi main in League of Legends, and Vi is one of the key characters, right? It's going to be her backstory and Jinx's backstory and a few other characters in there, Caitlyn and Jace, I think, are the main four sort of champions. Now this is launching this weekend. In the UK it's 2 AM on Sunday. I will not be staying up till 2 AM to watch it. Not me, not at my age in my mid-30s, but I will watch it. I'll probably watch it, the first few episodes on the train to and from ESI London on Monday and Tuesday. And Riot have really gone to town with this. Yeah, the PR push for Arcane has been insane. I'm looking forward to it for sure. Yeah, it has. Dashes. Hello, Gio. How you doing, mate? The money spent on Arcane is insane. It is, and we're going to be talking about that. Because this Riot, I mean, they've really made Valve look rubbish, haven't they? Because Valve launched their thing on Netflix. What was it, a few months ago now, that Netflix show, Dragon's Blood, is it? Something like that, the Dota animated show. I didn't see much marketing for that at all. Riot have really gone to town with this, haven't they? They have really gone to town with it. And I first posted this article whenever it was 2 months ago, and I've just been updating it and updating it and updating it because there is so much news coming out of Riot Games around Arcane. I think someone
put it well when they said, they're trying to get younger fans and they're trying to make League of Legends even more mainstream and get more people into it. Because League of Legends, it's not an easy game to understand. It's not an easy game to pick up. It kind of is to pick up, but to master it is damn hard, right? So they're probably trying to broaden the appeal, make it more mainstream. Yeah, I thought they were going to be done with the marketing like 8 initiatives ago. Yeah, the fact you can't remember the name says it all, Trajan. Yeah, unfortunately, I never watched it. I'm not a big Dota person. I am a League person, I have to say. So, yeah, let's have a look at some of the marketing, because this is the earlier stuff that I did. Let's have a look here. So Riot are doing this Riot X Arcane event. It's going to have in-game extras, a global premiere on Twitch. You've got outdoor marketing in Dubai, New York, all these different places. Imagine Dragons. I can imagine the... pun not intended there. I can imagine the conversations Riot had internally. How are we going to push this? Ideas here. Let's do some experiential marketing. Let's do this. What song can we do for it? Well, everyone loves Imagine Dragons because that was the first sort of big world song, and it got so many millions of views before KDA and all that. Should we get Imagine Dragons back? Oh yeah, I like that idea. I can almost imagine being in that room. And the music video, the song, I wasn't big on it at first, but it's really grown on me. And I love the fact that they've got the Imagine Dragons band in this. Here we go, Enemy it's called. Let's just skip ahead here to there's a band, the actual band near the start. I think this is the band anyway. Where are we here? Yeah, some of the Imagine Dragons band members, I think, sort of just twiddling, that's really cool. I mean, those guys, they must love it that they've been immortalised, right? There we go, they're at the end as well, aren't they here? They must love it that they've been immortalised as characters in League of Legends. I mean, wouldn't that be cool if these got added as playable champions? I mean, wow, that, or a skin for another character. I mean, that would be really cool. Okay, so that's some of the marketing stuff. There's going to be an event hub. There's so much. Honestly, it's hard for me to talk through it all. Honestly, so much stuff has happened. Let's have a look at some more particular things. And this was very, very relevant to me and my readers, UK sports people in UK esports, because it's marketing for Arcane, and it's a store in London. This is cool. It's a Hextech Expo store in London's Oxford Street to promote Arcane. Now, the press release that Riot, a PR agency representing Riot, sent me around this were very coy. They kept their cards to the chest. They didn't want to say if it's an actual shop or not, right? And wouldn't really tell me when I asked them. So, but what they hinted, right? They hinted that things may change as we get closer to the launch on November 7th or over the next few weeks. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this does, what it becomes. They've said, so London is one of 6 cities containing a Hextech Expo storefront, with the others being Paris, Madrid, Istanbul, Singapore and Los Angeles. And there's going to be, it says here, visitors to each Hextech Expo location will be able to preview and interact with amazing Hextech technology in the window displays. So, oh god, I haven't been, I haven't got this thing up here, have I? You haven't been able to see. I've been showing you the Imagine Dragons blooming video here. Look, you must have missed that. God damn it. Where is it here? Yeah, the actual band. There you go. Like, you can see the actual band in there. Yeah, right. Which is pretty cool. But yeah, so you can see that. There's the store. It's in London's Oxford Street. And I did think, okay, this Riot Games spokesperson is a bit of a silly quote, but you can imagine what's going to happen. They said, I don't want to jinx it, but we're confident our new stores will shatter any preconceptions fans have about Hextech. We're super mega excited about what's to come at the end of each location. So yeah, they're hinting there. Obviously, Jinx, one of the characters from Arcane, a big League of Legends champion, and her ultimate ability is called Super Mega Death Rocket, right? So something's going to happen to do with Jinx, right? Is she going to blow the store up? I don't know. in a sort of silly way. I don't know what's going to happen. Not actually blow it up, obviously. Yeah, so that I thought that was pretty interesting. And then just lastly on Arcane, before we move on, I thought this was really cool, to be honest. Like League of Legends characters in PUBG Mobile and Fortnite. So Jinx is going to be dropping into Fortnite. I think she's actually in the game now. I haven't played Fortnite for ages, but I think she's in the game now. You can see. We can't wait to see Arcane Jinx jump off the battle bus. Welcome to the island. I think she fits in really well with like the Fortnite world. You know, she has guns anyway, so she fits in with the whole gun theme. She's a bit of a sort of mad, rebellious sort of type. She fits into the Fortnite world and the aesthetic as well. Like she fits in pretty well. So that's pretty cool. And PUBG as well is getting a few characters in. And it's interesting, isn't it? Because Epic and Riot Games are owned by the same company, Tencent, right? So it makes sense. Also, with this almost got pushed to one side here. Where is it here? I think it was in my other article. Okay, so yeah, League has reached a new player milestone. More than 600 million people worldwide have played in the League universe, and over 180 million players played in the League universe in the month of October alone, an all-time high for the company. League universe includes all the League games like TFT, Runeterra, League of Legends, Wild Rift, and so on. There we go. No, I can't. I've put it in one of my articles somewhere, and I can't blooming find the thing now. But basically, Riot have added games to the store. Bear with me 1 second. The Epic Games Store. There we go. Riot Games have been added to the Epic Games Store. So if you've got the Epic client, you can now download League of Legends TFT. I'm surprised they didn't do that before, to be honest. And then this did really well for me. I mean, someone shared this on Reddit. Thank you, whoever shared this on Reddit. I got a lot of views out of this one. Almost 10,000 views out of this story alone. Reddit have announced their first avatar partnership with Riot Games, with League of Legends Arcane themed Jinx and Vi available to Redditors. So if you use Reddit, you can customise your little avatar and have Vi outfit and hair and Jinx outfit. Now I tried doing it actually. I struggled to find the outfits, but I found the hair. So I put Vi's hair on my avatar. But yeah, they're really going to town, aren't they, Riot? That's enough of Arcane stuff. We've spoken about that enough. Oh no, it isn't enough. There's one other thing I saw which came out today. Riot has partnered with Rihanna's beauty brand. Like what are they going to do next? You know, if they announced a partnership with the Queen, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, God knows what's going to be next from them. I have no idea what's coming out next, but nothing's going to surprise me anymore. Yeah, Fenty Beauty by Rihanna has become the official beauty partner of Arcane. Fenty Beauty will curate beauty looks across Riot Games and content, aiming to highlight the multifaceted and diverse beauty landscape that celebrates beauty in all of its forms, according to Riot. I don't like that quote, I have to say. That's marketing blurb, isn't it? But okay, I don't actually know what this is going to involve. What is this? Is this makeup? Or will the Fenty Beauty products have like Arcane branding on them in the shops? Curate beauty looks across Riot Games and content. Well, we'll have to see, won't we? Are like the LEC casters going to have Fenty Beauty blusher and stuff before they go on, like the makeup? Sir, Riot sponsored by Greggs. I'd love to see that. I would love to see that, you know. You could get a sausage roll, couldn't you, that's named after a champion or something like that. I'm going to give a shout out to London Spitfire here now. So we're coming towards the end of, about 3/4 of the way through this stream. Thanks to everyone who's been on, by the way. 8 viewers, I appreciate it a lot. London Spitfire have announced a bunch of new players. Now, they've had a really torrid year. They won a single game in the Overwatch League this year. So it's been a bit of a disaster for them. And they've brought new players. I've just seen this story here. So Trevor McDonald looks fab as the new Games Master. Oh, wow. Okay, so Game Central, we have an exclusive first look at E4's new reboot of the classic 90s video game show. That's pretty cool. I don't know. He looks like, who is it? Megamind out of that kids show? I think it's Megamind. I can't remember the show now. I'm looking forward to watching Games Master, but we'll see. We'll see how things go. I mean, this was all announced. This stuff has already been announced. The presenters, Frankie Wolf, we did a story on that a while ago. It looks like they've got the first look here, Metro. I think it's just the picture. I think it's literally, the new thing is just this picture. So with Sir Trevor McDonald as Games Master. Anyway, as I was saying, Overwatch. Yeah, we've got some new players here. Provide, Poco, and Haddy, and Backbone have joined. So I'm not big on Overwatch. If there's anyone in the chat that is big on Overwatch, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the additions, these players. I'm lucky we have a few volunteers at Esports News UK who do know their Overwatch. Peter Wellman, Jace. So I look forward to hearing their views on this, and maybe we'll do like an analysis article or video or stream soon. But good to see they're making changes, and there's an awful lot of retweets and likes. So, you know, people seem to be pretty positive, don't they, with the reaction? So we'll see how things go. Good luck to the Spitfire. Yeah, here we go. Now this is an interesting story for CS:GO followers. Henry G has announced, well, it's not so much an announcement, asking for a friend who currently owns the rights to the Four Kings name / brand. F it, let's do this. Like I was close to writing a story on this, just the fact that it's being explored, that it may be coming back. I haven't got round to it, so I don't know if I'm going to have time before the news gets too old. But I will have reached out to Henry, and I've been asking around to see if I can follow this story, because for those of you who don't know, Four Kings were a well-known UK Counter-Strike team organisation, and had good branding and a good following. I mean, this goes back. They're a bit before my time in esports. Not before my time as a person, but in esports. I wasn't really following esports whenever this was, 10 years ago, whenever it was. So yeah, I'm keen to see what the news may be. But I will be following this story, so watch out for some Four Kings news. And then a few other stories on my site this week. Epic LAN happened last weekend. I was gutted I couldn't attend. I had some family bits and pieces. And I was ill as well. But yeah, some of the winners. Vexed won the Valorant tournament, beating Jokers in the final. CS:GO Team Coalesce won, beating Ratioed. And in StarCraft, Risky won the tournament there. So good, congrats to those guys. And Epic LAN have also announced a partnership with UK Esports Org London United. Epic LAN are going to be providing a type of its tournament platform to London United, so that London can host their own sort of community activities throughout the year within their own platform. And this platform debuted recently at London United's winter warm-up event at the Red Bull Gaming Sphere in London, where 90 people participated. I was going to go to that, and they moved the date, and I couldn't make the second date, so I was gutted that I missed out on that. And London United, actually, I have to give an extra shout out to them, because I forgot in last week's news roundup, I forgot to mention an achievement they made recently, so I'm just going to bring that up now. Excuse me. They went undefeated in the Valorant LVP Rising Series 4 and announced a partnership with Durham University for esports tournaments as well. So congrats to them. London United, they beat 10 Star, winning the grand finals in the LVP recent Series 4 in LVP Rising tournament. And they're also taking part in Red Bull Homeground this weekend as well. I haven't spoken much about this. I did a story on this. So there was a press conference I was invited to the other day, and 10 Stars UK Valorant player Brody gave some interesting comments. I asked him some questions about UK talent in Valorant, and he gave me some interesting comments on, UK Valorant needs more leaders to step up, which was interesting. And London United got in after another team pulled out. I think I mentioned this here. Let's have a look. Let's go here. This is the general article. There we go. No, that's not it. Basically, there we go. London United stepped in for Heretics, who decided to withdraw after benching several players. So that's taking place this weekend. It's underway already. Ends on Sunday, but there's some big teams in this Red Bull Homeground. Here we go. Team Liquid, G2, Fnatic, FPX, Gambit, Big Clan. Like, there's a lot of Navi, there's a lot of big teams. So Valorant fans, that could be something for you to watch. This is an interesting story I saw. Moving on to the streamers and influencers world now. UK Yogscast streamer Squid Game is considering changing her name after missing out on work and suffering abuse due to sharing names with the Netflix show. Obviously, Squid Game is this popular Netflix show. I haven't watched it yet. I don't know if people in the chat have watched it. It's Gary K. Ian UK Podcast When. Gary, how's it going? God, that's a name I haven't seen in a long time. How are you doing, mate? Great to have you here. I'd love to do more podcasts, mate. It's getting the time to do them. I was just saying to other people on the stream that I'm talking to someone at the moment who's a real broadcast expert in esports, and they're going to make me some overlays and bits and pieces, and we will do regular interview streams. So I'd love to do like maybe a weekly interview and then just do this. This is like a news of the week, looking back on the news that's happened. How are you doing? Let me know, Gary, what you're up to these days. So yeah, she shares her name with this controversial show. I mean, it's controversial as well. You've had some schools and councils in the UK have sent letters out to parents asking children not to watch Squid Game or imitate its deadly games on the playground. And yeah, I feel sorry for this streamer, Lydia Ellery, aka Squid Game or Squid Gaming, because she's had this name for over a decade. Right, so she had the Squid Game name before this Netflix show emerged. So she's just unlucky that this show has emerged with the same name. And now people are abusing her, sending her horrible messages saying, you've just stolen the name for clout. Like, you've got the Squid Game Instagram. People have been trying to hack into her Instagram account. All this horrible stuff. And she's saying, I might need to change my handle. Now, after this, I actually reached out to... and also, SEO. So how she appears on Google. If someone searches for Squid Game, she's not going to be on page 1 anymore. It's all going to be the Netflix show, right? Info about the Netflix show. So it's affected her livelihood. I reached out to a friend at a legal company with this. Because I feel like she may have an argument. A legal case here. She had the name first, right? I mean, okay, fighting against Netflix is going to be pretty hard, but I don't know. I don't think she should sit by and just accept this stuff. I don't know. She shouldn't have to change her name over this, over just being unlucky and all the abuse she's receiving. So I've reached out to this legal friend. He hasn't come back to me on. We had a call. And he sounded interested in looking into it. Maybe he's looking into it. He's also messaged her. So it may be that they're talking to each other. Well, if they do something, I hope they give me the exclusive, right? Because I put them in. I told him about this story. Gary, going all right, mate? Been keeping busy. Glad to see you keeping well. I am. I've got a bit of a cold at the moment, hence my nasally, horrible voice. Controversial. You heard about the Squid Coin scam? The creator ran off with $1 million. Oh yes, I did hear about that. Yeah, I saw a story on that. I didn't cover it because it's not really esportsy, but that sounds crazy. It's BG for her, I think. Yeah, it's tough, isn't it? It's really tough. But good luck to her. I hope things get sorted, but it does look like she's going to change her name, to be honest. And then on the influencer side of things, okay, this isn't UK, but Valkyrie's Reflect skincare line shuts down following controversy. After streamer Valkyrie's Reflect skincare products, controversial claims of protecting against skin damage from blue light, the brand has shut down. This was a big story, whenever it was, a week or two ago. And people really calling her out on social media for trying to promote a cosmetics brand that can protect against blue lights, and people are saying this can't protect against blue lights, like this is a load of rubbish. You know, the credibility of Reflect was called into question due to insufficient evidence supporting its claim that blue light emitted from screens causes skin damage. And you know, it sounds like she's been pretty upset around this, and she's shut down. This article here doesn't have comments from her. I saw another article which had some of her comments. You know, I think she's been pretty affected with this. But then other people have said on social media, you know, if you have a company that approaches you and wanted to use your image to sell their brand, do your deep research into what they're planning to do and into the technology and the you know, the science and all this stuff behind it and ethics and whatever else. So, you know, I don't condone abuse. If she's received abuse, that's horrible. But, you know, it's ultimately killed this brand off, hasn't it, now? She's shut it down completely. Yeah, dashes. It was not smart. The gimmick wasn't good enough. Yeah. Gary, though publicity is publicity. It'll boost the brand for sure. That's true. And you know, Gary, people say there's no such thing as bad publicity, right? You remember that bathwater nonsense? Who was that streamer? I can't remember her name. I think she's in the UK. I haven't written about her because it was just... I just thought it was so silly. And everyone else was writing about it. Delphine, whatever her name is, sold her bathwater. Gamer girl bathwater. Just, world's gone mad. Utterly, utterly mad. Right? It reminds me of that. And that got so much bad publicity. But, I mean, I don't know how much she sold of that bathwater. But... she must have sold a lot. Everyone was talking about it. Belle Delphine, that's it. Imagine, Sordikin said, imagine she just launched a skincare line without that claim. Would have been fine. They garnered less attention. Yeah, exactly. She could have done, couldn't she? She could have done a skincare line for gamers. You know? I don't think people would moan too much about that. Okay, people might say, what makes this good for gamers? Maybe that's how it started out as. I'm going to do a skincare line for gamers. How can we target gamers? Oh, if we say it mitigates blue light, or, you know, they've gone down a message. They've gone down one rabbit hole too far, haven't they? You know, they might be proven that certain skincare products can protect your skin and help replenish and all that stuff you hear on the Nivea adverts on TV. And then they might have gone too far down and said, well, how can it protect against blue light? And, you know, at certain unproven claims, they've gone too far down that road, haven't they? Sold out. Sordikin said genius marketing, to be fair. Yeah, Gary, different examples of bad PR. Yeah, absolutely. Sordikin said Belle's doing full-on porno now, according to sources. I wouldn't know personally, of course. According to sources, lol, Gary said. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. I'm an old man. But, yeah, I mean, whatever she's doing. It's weird, isn't it? Because you're seeing that crossover. You're seeing that crossover between different industries, and Twitch culture has sort of brought a lot of industries together, right? You've got footballers on Twitch. You've got rappers on Twitch, Snoop Dogg. You've got adult entertainment actors and actresses on Twitch, right? Doing co-streams with famous gamers and stuff like that. Sordikin's self-report, Trajan, yes. Oh dear. Okay, last few stories then, guys. So E-Premier League, that's the FIFA tournament here. in the UK, like based on the Premier League football clubs. So, you know, Arsenal will have a couple of FIFA esports players just for the tournament. Wolves will have a few. Man U will have a few, and so on. It's good to see the prize pool increasing 150%. It's up from 40 grand to 100 grand. When this was first announced, the E-Premier League a few years ago, it had a lot of criticism because it had no prize pool. You know, which is, I found that hard to believe because, you know, FIFA Premier League has so much money in it, right? How can they do an esports tournament with no prize pool? Didn't make any sense to me whatsoever. I think they're probably trying to get the FIFA players to play for the clubs and say, you know, oh, this is alluring for them. I want to play for a club and represent this great club. The thing is, we're at the point now here, Shells, a UK FIFA player, he plays for Man City. He is a full-time employed professional FIFA player for Man City. So, you know, it's changed since a few years ago now. So yeah, that's taking place. I mean, FIFA esports, we have, it's a shame that FIFA esports isn't as popular as the likes of League of Legends and, you know, Valorant and stuff like that, because we have some damn good British talent here in our region. But yeah, I think a lot of our readers aren't too bothered about FIFA. Be keen to hear your thoughts. Gary Kay said, eFootball, man, that's getting bigger every year. Yep. Also, how the controversy surrounding the production. Remember what happened a few years ago? Yeah, I remember that. I do remember that. The FIFA, it was the World Cup, wasn't it? I think E-World Cup in London. The presenters were doing stupid stuff on the stream. Yeah. I don't remember that too much, actually, the presenters. There's some good. We have some good presenters in FIFA. Brandon Smith and Richard Buckley and so on. Trajan said it's definitely esports, but just looking at eFootball makes me nauseous. Yeah, PES. I mean, Konami have had a real nightmare, haven't they, over the past few months? They've rebranded PES to eFootball, and it's not done very well for them. The game's apparently littered with bugs. It's awful. It's sad to see because in my era, I'm an old gamer. PES was the game back in the day. It was better than FIFA. It was the gamer's game. You know, FIFA was for filthy casuals. PES was the king of football games, and it's just all disappeared now. It's a real shame. Yeah, it'd be good. How old are you in the chat there? What we put there? 019-2022. Yeah, it'd be good to know if there's anyone from my era in the chat. This is another good UK sports story. 10-star Nova have become back-to-back VCT Game Changers EMEA champions after a reverse sweep against Oxygen in the Series 2 final. So they've won the women's Valorant team for UK Org 10-star. They've won 2 of these now. 2 in a row. And the views are amazing, right? These views are really amazing here. Series 1 final had 218,000 views. Series 2 final had, let's have a look here what the view was in the end. 289,656. Like, that's incredible. So congrats to the girls and to the organisation. But it's interesting, you know, you've got VCT Game Changers, you've got women playing against women. What happens, like, you know, will we see some of these players get picked up by, you know, some of the biggest Valorant orgs and not players on all women's team, or is it going to stay like this? Because G2 signed an all women's team the other week. Guild have got one as well. Is it going to be segregated, or will it change in the future? It'd be great to see some women playing for, you know, the big teams in challengers and masters and champions and so on. Gary, is Valorant the biggest esport now? No, I don't believe it's the biggest yet. Gary, those numbers are good, but it's not as big as League of Legends. I'm pretty sure it's not as big as League. You know, Worlds has seemingly done very well. I'd imagine it's not as big as Dota either. And Rocket League's doing surprisingly well. There's some recent finals. Endpoint won a recent final. I can't remember what it was now. Let's have a look here. Oh, I might have missed it. I might not have tagged it correctly. I want to bring it up now that I've mentioned it. Here we go. There we go. M.1 at RLCS Rocket League Championship Series European Open recently, and the numbers. Here we go. The Twitch channel generated more than 3 million overall views and 100,000 peak views. Like, that's pretty damn good as well. I don't think Valorant is as big as that either at the moment. Oh, I can't keep up with your chat. This is good, guys. Yeah, it needs to break the Chinese market to be the biggest. Absolutely. Sordykins, I imagine it will be a heated topic for some time, but hopefully doesn't need to be segregated in the future. Yeah, agreed. So I love seeing an all-female esports team. It's a far shot from Team Siren. Was you following low at that time, Dom? That was just before my time in League of Legends. I think when I got into League of Legends, I think it was 2014. It was either 2013 or 2014. It was Season 3. Season 3 was when I first played Ranked. I either just missed it, or when I came into League, I remember watching a video about it, and I didn't really have the knowledge back then. I wasn't really following. I didn't have Esports News UK. But yeah, you say Team Siren. There was another one. Yeah, there we go, Gary. The only female pro in League of Legends was Remy. She passed away last year. Rest in peace. Yeah. Oh gosh, Remelia, wasn't it? Really, really sad story. Really sad thing that happened to her. Sordikin said, "Was that the team that didn't win a game?" No, that was. I did a story on them. That was what were they called? Oh God, Victis. There we go. This was a couple of years ago. I wrote this now. All-female Russian League of Legends team Victis Esports lose 52-2 in the LCL. Is this really about giving women a platform, or is it just an unfair publicity stunt? This is an opinion piece I wrote. This still gets a lot of traffic. This article. This is one of the most. I need to update this. This video's dead in it. This article gets traffic month after month after month. It's 2.5 years old now. Yeah, they got completely obliterated in that division. They were bottom of the LCL league. I don't think they won a game. I don't think they did. I wrote this opinion piece before the season was over. Yeah. Oh, Gary, yeah, you're talking about Meltdown and stuff. There's there's a bunch of World's viewing parties happening this weekend. This is something I wrote the other day. There's a bunch of cinemas across the UK. Here you go. Showcase Cardiff, Manchester, London, Edinburgh, Sheffield and Portsmouth. And there's also a few viewing parties happening at Pixel Bar in Leeds. Meltdown London. That's happening. That opens 11:30 AM Saturday 6th of November. So yeah. Literally 12 hours from now. Exactly half a day from now. That's opening. The event will be ticketed with a £5 fee, but you'll get that back on the door in the form of a £5 drinks token. So that's pretty cool. That's happening. There's a few Worlds Finds. And there's another cool one here at the Wanyu in Charing Cross, London, with M&M Gaming, great UK organisation, of course, getting involved with Airy. I hope I've pronounced her name right. The influencer, the streamer, and exclusive M&M Chinese apparel. Like, that looks really cool. So yeah, you can there's all the links and bits and pieces on. If you go on Esports News UK website, you'll be able to find that article. All the links and bits and pieces are in there. Surf Sir said, no, he's right too. Team Siren also went without a win, I believe. Yes, you're right. It got to the point where pros were just trolling against them and still winning. Yeah, it is very similar to Victis. Because I remember when the Victis story happened, people were saying, this is like Team Siren all over again in a different region. Dasher said it was a stunt. They were diamond players for support mains. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't fair on them. I mean, they ultimately agreed to it as well, but whoever the management was at the time, I don't think that was the right decision. But again, you can take Gary's stance, can't you? Is there no such thing as bad publicity? I mean, I can't imagine those women players will like this, right? That's what they're being remembered for at the moment, isn't it? I mean, that must be frustrating. Yeah, Sir said, I was thinking Meltdown myself, haven't booked anything though, do I still need to book? Are there still spaces? Gary said, oh yeah, the cinema viewing parties are a little under the radar this time. Used to be a big thing, Coca-Cola viewing parties. I remember that. That was one of the first few articles I wrote, I think, Gary, back in 2015 or 2016. I remember the Coca-Cola ones. Yeah, Eminem at Wanya. We'll read the article. Gary, I used to make a viewing party directory every year for LOL UK, and it was a pin post on the Facebook group for a while. That's good. I still frequent the Facebook group, and they're really nice. Because the mods have said to me, Dom, feel free to share your content in here. And I was like, well, I feel bad because I don't have much time to make other posts and comment on other things. They're like, oh, we don't mind, just share your content. So they're really nice to me. They've got a good Discord group as well. Yeah, we'll read the article. But Gary, if you go on Esports News UK, right, there's this little thing at the bottom right here. You can click it. It's a push thing. So when you're on your computer and we do a new article, a little thing will come up at the bottom right going ding. Right, opens Hextech Expo store. So you won't miss an Esports News UK story again. Okay, so that's a cool thing. And also, if you sign up to our mailing list, there at the top right, join our mailing list and fill this in. So the top right of our website, you get a email that goes out at 4 PM or 5 PM every Friday with the week's stories in as well. So that's helpful to some people as well. Cool. Well, it's good to see you guys commenting. You know, we've only got 7-8 viewers and you're all commenting. That's, you know, quality over quantity. Thank you guys. This is an interesting story. I think it's interesting anyway. I might do a little piece on this. We've got a UK coach in Rainbow Six Siege, and the Sweden Major is about to take place very soon. I think it's November 8th. So, from Monday. And he's a coach for Invictus Gaming, and they've said, due to hysterics, a player, personal circumstance with Singapore National Services, he will not be able to obtain his leave. He will not be able to obtain his leave and travel to the upcoming Sweden Major. With confirmation from ESL following the rulebook, our coach, Kid Gigi, will be standing in for hysterics. So the coach, this UK coach, is standing in as a player at a major right before it's happened. And he said, well, this situation is obviously far from ideal with what's on the line from the outcome of the major, and it's a shame to not play at full strength. We're just going to go have some fun and see what we can do with no pressure on us. So good luck to them. And then other pro players and so on. Kendra is saying, point of view, gig in Sweden, Gareth Southgate masterclass. He's come back with a Gareth Southgate penalty miss from years ago. Eminem, we were talking about Eminem. They said, you won Epic Land. This is easy compared. He said, the good old days. So yeah, that's quite an interesting story. So I missed cut off for this week's mailing list. Can anyone forward that to me? Yes, I can. Just DM me your email and I'll forward it on to you after this or on the weekend or whenever. And I hope you look forward to receiving more emails in the future. Gary said, I tried subscribing to the RSS feed, but it didn't work. Got to try it again. Yeah, I had someone recently say something about the RSS. Gary, to be honest, I don't think we advertise the RSS much anymore. And the reason we don't, Gary, is because I kept getting blooming sites scalping our content. They still do it. It wastes so much of my time having to send emails and what's it called? Digital Millennium Copyright Act takedown notices to their hosts because they're copying all our articles. So I think we've removed the RSS feed from the site, but you should be able to get it. I think it's esports-news.co.uk/RSS. Yeah, there you go. Try again. And if you can't, I use Feedly, Gary. I use a RSS tracker called Feedly, which is a really handy way of me checking the news and finding stories. Right, there's loads of esports sites that I follow. So let me know how you get on there. I've said last few stories. Gary, us oldies love our RSS atom feeds. Yeah. Oh, hi Rev. Hey Dom, I had to dip out earlier. Thanks for all of the kind words about X7. I'll catch you at ESI next week. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you for joining the stream. Don't worry about dipping out. It's I don't expect anything from these streams. I'm just on my way to Twitch affiliate and just seeing how I do. Yeah, good luck with everything. Good luck. This I've said last few stories a lot now, but I promise these are the last few here. Nuzu, esports and analyst, and Juniper Research, another analyst, have put out some more like data around how they expect the esports market to grow, and it's esports and games streaming is estimated to reach $3.5 billion by 2025, up from $2 billion in 2021. So okay, so this isn't the esports market in itself. This is streaming, which is pretty amazing. Like that's more. The esports market, or mainly sponsorships, is like $1 billion market each year, right? So yeah, I thought this was quite interesting. The global esports audience will grow to 474 million in 2021, with revenues from competitive gaming set to be just shy of $1.1 billion by the end of this year, according to Newzoo. So yeah, some new data there. It's no real surprise, to be honest. Pound Sports, yeah. Excuse me. Speaking of money, ESL to sell NFTs of CSGO Pro Tour's most memorable moments. This is by Adam Fitch at Dixerto, and happy birthday Adam for the other day. And ESL are going to launch NFTs, non-fungible tokens. I'm sure everyone knows what they are at this point. Digital collectible art asset type things. Yeah, this is interesting. I think it's only a matter of time before sports follow suit. Football, we've seen it. Some parts of football is starting to go in now. I think this is quite interesting. You know, you can buy an NFT of. You know, can you imagine buying the NFT of the Faker, the ex-Peke backdoor at IEM, right? Being the only person to own that. That's just going to go up and up and up in value, isn't it? Who knows? Will we see Riot do something for their moments or players? You know, you could have digital cards, couldn't you? You could have the Reckless at Fnatic card, or you could have the Reckless at G2 card NFT. The potential is massive. I'm not Gary K. A meme, that's what it is. Yeah, I'm personally never doing anything with stocks, shares, digital assets, NFTs. I'm not doing it. I mean, I can't with stocks and shares anyway, or gambling for that matter, because as a journalist, you legally can't. If you're writing, if it's a team that you may have insider knowledge around, you legally can't do it. I just steer clear of all that stuff. I can't afford to risk losing money when I've got a mortgage and kids and so on. Gary, NFT of my big toe. Oh God, I'm not sure. That'd be the most valuable NFT of all, surely, Gary. And then there was an announcement made here. 99 League and ESL Meisterschaft have merged to form a new DACH CSGO League. So that's the Germany, Austria, and Switzerland region. And these two are going to merge and create ESL Meisterschaft by 99 Damage. I think this is just CSGO, right? There we go. The joint league will feature 2 seasons a year with more than 1,000 participating teams and 8,000 CSGO players. That's a lot. The league will be directly connected to the ESL Pro Tour and will be integrated fully with ESEA, ESL's matchmaking service. So yeah, that's like, excuse me, it's like the ESL Premiership in the UK, right? It's a CSGO. Because we saw Endpoint go from that to the ESL Pro Tour or Pro League. I think it was Pro League, wasn't it? I'm not super down on CSGO. Okay, I'm not going to give you the best info there, but the press release, the stories on Esports Insider there. NFT of every UK LoL drama from 2015. Yeah, and Gary, you could say those were the days. I don't miss the drama, to be honest. I got to the point where I hated writing about it. It was all very childish, and I'm thankful that I don't have to do any of that rubbish these days, to be honest. But it is. I will look back on it with some kind of fondness, I guess, because Esports News UK was very new at the time. Okay, that's it. What news do you want to talk about? Is there anything I've missed, guys? I've been streaming for about almost 2 hours now. Is there anything you would like to talk about? What did you think of the news and things we spoke about? What do you think of these streams? Let me know. I want to do more of these streams. I want to do a weekly stream talking through the news. Is this too long? Should I just do UK news? Is it okay as it is? Let me know. Gary said, what happened to that major CSGO tournament where the finals were going to be held in the shopping centre? Yeah, nothing. It all fell apart. Saldikin says, I just like hearing your voice, to be honest. Calms the soul. Thank you. You're at least one person does, because I hate my voice. I know it's human nature, isn't it? Most people, you don't like the sound of your own voice, especially when I've got a cold. It's horrible and nasally and Essexy. Gary said, I like it, Dom. Always a pleasure seeing you and chatting. Yeah, and that's why I wanted to do this, Gary, as well. With lockdowns and stuff, I've moved to Suffolk. All my old IRL friends have all moved away from where I used to live in Billericay. We're all scattered now around the UK, Essex, and all that, all different areas. And I don't really have friends here. I've got a few people that I know here, but I don't have like close friends like the people that I grew up with. So I thought, well, doing a stream's good because I get to talk to people, even though it's internet and it's not quite the same as talking to people in person. It's nice getting this feedback. Sometimes as a journalist, it can get a bit lonely, especially when you're not on a big team like I am. But I'm hoping, Gary, you might not know, I've been talking, we've had someone interested in potentially acquiring part of Esports News UK, so if that happens, I'll be able to grow the team, and that's what I really want to do, because I've sort of reached my peak in terms of the traffic I can generate by myself. I do good numbers for just one person, but I know if I can grow a team, it'll be even better, so fingers crossed. Yeah, thank you for watching. I think that's everything. Was there anything else I was going to... shout out to Alpha Beta PC as well. I forgot to say at the start. They're one of our partners and they're a really good system builder. If you're in the market for a new PC, we have a code ENUK08, which you can go on the Alpha Beta PC website. So shout out to those guys. And yeah, I'll be at ESI London on Monday and Tuesday. Hope to see you there. And these streams will probably come back every Friday, 9 PM, 10 PM ish. Hopefully. Okay. Fingers crossed for you, man. That's big news. Yeah, it is for me. Thank you very much, Gary. And I hope to get Twitch affiliates so that people can sub if they want to waste their Amazon Prime. They can. And I might do more random streams as well. Like I've got... where is it here? This was on my list earlier this year. I had the old... I've got the original Pokemon set. Trading card set. Where is it? I would have been 14 when this came out. 1999. I think it was it 1999 or was it before that? Oh shit! Hang on. Bloody hell! Hang on a minute. Let's have a look at... Oh god, no! This is 95, 96, 98. I'm pretty sure I wasn't 10 when this came out. I'm pretty sure I was 13 or 14. But yeah, I basically got the whole... what's it called? The base set here. And I need to put it all... This is a hickledy-pickledy folder. Loads of other cards in. But I bought this with my son the other week. So I'm going to put it all in there. So I was thinking of doing it in a stream as well. Rather than just doing it by myself. If anyone's interested in that. Gary said, goodness, you've been hoarding. I gave all my cards away to a friend. Yeah, do you know what? They were stuck in a bookcase for years and years and years. And then now, with the streamers, giving them, I've got the shiny Charizard and all that, but I don't have the, what's it called? First prints, or whatever it is, which are worth, Charizard's worth, what is it, 200-300 grand, some utter madness. Come on, show us your Charizards. Okay. Charizard, I've only got one. You can't see this here, can you? And these ones here are cool. These are from the movies. The Pokemon, the first movie, some of the promo cards. Like I say, I need to move it all into that other thing, and that's probably what I'll do on the stream. There we go.
Oh, God. This is why I need to move it across, because this folder isn't right. Can you see that Charizard there? There he is. Yeah, it's in quite a good... I actually got that. I remember opening that one, that Charizard. I'll take it out. I'll take it out so you can actually see it properly. I remember opening that on Christmas Day. My mum and dad got me like, I don't know what it was, 10 packs for one of my presents. And this was in. So I was like overjoyed. Absolutely overjoyed as a kid to get that. Yeah, I have to say. So yeah, that's it. I'm waffling now, guys. Let's shut that. There we go. Sir said, I remember going to see the first movie and getting one of those gold metal cards with an ancient Mew card. Wish I kept it. Yeah, I never had the Mew. I've got the other ones, a Dragonite and some of the other ones. I never had the Mew one. Christmas Day, I know, it was a good time for young Dom Sacco. I think that's everything. Thank you again for watching, everyone. I'll be back next week, and I'll try and port these over to YouTube as well. I must do that at some point. I'll try and catch up a little bit this weekend on a lot of work that I've had. But yeah, thank you for watching. Have a good weekend. Gary said, I found a Charizard in a booster from Toys R Us. When I opened the pack in store and saw it, I screamed. Yeah, amazing. Oh, you opened it in store. Yeah. It was just the card to get, wasn't it? I mean, even the other ones like Blastoise and Raichu and that, I really like them as shinies, but Charizard became the one. I loved Charizard as well back in the day. That's it. Thank you again, everyone. I will see you next time. Have a lovely weekend and a good night, good sleep. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. I really enjoy it. Take care, everyone. See you soon. I'll raid, actually. I'll pick someone to raid on the outro screen, alright? See you soon. Bye-bye.